Assalamu alaikum. How are you all? I'm good, alhamdulillah. Wa alaikum assalam. Let me just quickly admit everyone. Please inform other people their class has begun so they can join.
Yes, ma'am.
Wa alaikum assalam. Okay, before we begin today, there is something I wanted to discuss with you. So, first of all, I'd ask you a question. Has it ever happened to you that you think of something, maybe you are thinking about buying something, let's say very minimal idea, that you thought that I need, let's say, I need to get a bag, okay, or I need to get a watch, and like you talk to your sister, brother, like anyone, any friend, and after a while you check your phone and you start seeing so many advertisements where they show you bags of different kinds, and like especially on Instagram or Facebook, or maybe you're thinking about an idea, okay, maybe you're thinking about how cruel this world is, okay, or maybe you're thinking about how beautiful this world is, and then suddenly when you open YouTube there is a video popping up that says how beautiful the world is. So आप लोगों के साथ कभी इस तरह से कुछ हुआ है? Okay, yes, that happens a lot, or what looks
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Can someone share any experiences? Okay, people agree in the comments. Okay. Okay, so majority thinks that it happens. Okay, anyone would like to share any experience? क्या चीज आप बात कर रहे थे, कहाँ पे बात कर रहे थे, and then what happened? And what advertisements did you see? Okay, if you don't have any such experience, you can try it. Okay, maybe deliberately talk about something that you may need or you may not need, just to have this experience. Then let's say you have your phone around, and then you talk to someone at your home that I'm thinking to buy a particular product. Okay, say any name of the product, and you'll observe that after a while or after a day, okay, Urvatuluksa has shared her experience. Yes, I wanted to buy rings. Suddenly, I opened Instagram. There were so many advertisements of rings. Okay, so that's what I was talking about. This also happens to me. Maybe sometimes I'm thinking about getting something. I do not personally prefer online shopping, but still, if I'm thinking to buy, let's say, a bag, and I wouldn't, even scroll it, I wouldn't search it, but I'm just talking to my sister that I'm planning to get a bag. And after a while, when I opened Instagram, there were so many advertisements related to bags popping up. Okay, like I never typed it on my phone. How did it know? So, what do you think? Why does it happen? You can speak as well. You can unmute yourself and share your point of view. Anyone? Ma'am, I wanted a black dress and open Facebook. I saw a beautiful dress and my cuz was wearing that. Coincident, maybe. Okay, they started showing me more rings because I liked the page. Okay, that could happen. Like your personal interest, you already like subscribe or follow those particular pages. Okay, and coincident, like someone is already wearing it, that's a different thing. But I'm talking about the pages that actually sell. I ordered the watch and then saw it on YouTube. They were telling me a lot about this watch. Okay. So when you ordered it, that means your phone already cached that data that you typed or you like ordered for a particular watch. That's when you would have already searched about it. But it also happens that you think about something like do not even tell your phone about it. You don't type anything regarding to it, you just talk about it. And then even those advertisements pop up. Okay, you can have it like small experiment, maybe talk about something again and again. Okay, don't type it on your phone, but talk about it. And you would see that there would be advertisements popping up. So point of making this and asking you this question was how secure our data is and how much we are influenced by this social dilemma, and how these advertisement companies are actually catching our data. So, talking about all in the context of WhatsApp's new policy, how many of you have heard about it? That WhatsApp has revived this policy. It's all over the memes, all over internet, everywhere. So, have you heard about it? Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
most of you have heard about that WhatsApp has changed its policy. Since most of you would be on WhatsApp, so have you agreed to the policy? And what do you think is the change in the policy? Okay, can someone point out what is the policy about? Okay, let's get to news. This is Google News. I just typed WhatsApp, and there's so many news about its policy and how the data is protection and data protection laws are being made. Okay, and then Turkish people quit the app.
इब्राहिम चुप मैं पढ़ दी थी हम उतना ना कर मैं उधर नहीं उधर मिस कर रही थी चुप स्मार्ट होती चुप 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 चुप
All right, so you can see like there are so many news about WhatsApp and then other apps coming up. So, what do you think has changed? Why do we think that WhatsApp is no more secure? WhatsApp data will be displayed on Facebook. Okay, it will not be displayed, but they would sell the data to Facebook. That's right. Our personal data show on WhatsApp. Okay, now the WhatsApp is like Facebook. There's no any security. Okay, sharing all data to the Facebook. So many people have responded. That shows that you all know about it. That's great. WhatsApp is now insecure. Okay, so first of all, it's not like they will read your messages or something like that because your messages and your calls would still be encrypted. So they would not be able to access all that data, but they would actually gain a significant data about you. Like many people commented that it is not secure like Facebook anymore. So it's like more like we use these platforms like Facebook and Instagram just to scroll and look for pages. But we use WhatsApp for more, intimate or personal connections. We talk to our friends on over there. Like many people share their own pictures on WhatsApp. They would not do it on Facebook or Instagram because they know that those pictures would be easily accessible by everyone. So that's the thing overall, just summing up the idea that through this policy, they would be able to gain a significant amount of your data, where you are, to which data router you are connected to, what's your battery percentage, what are your interests. They would see your status and they would see like what types of things you are prone to. Actually, I thought to discuss about all this because yesterday so many memes were coming up. So many of even the people I know from you, so even on Facebook or on WhatsApp, many of you were sharing like memes कि अब हम लोग कोई प्राइम मिनिस्टर तो नहीं है कि हमारी क्या डेटा होगी जो ले भी लेंगे तो चलो ले लेते हैं कुछ इस तरह से. The point is मे भी हमारी कोई पर्सनल डेटा नहीं जा रही है उनके पास. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मेरा कोई मैसेज है वो लोग वो मैसेज नहीं भी पढ़ रहे हैं और ऐसी कोई सीक्रेट बात नहीं है दैट आई वुड से कि दे शुड नॉट रीड इट. बट द थिंग इज दे विल नो मोर अबाउट मी एंड देन दे कैन मैनिपुलेट my mind. Okay, because all the social platforms they are run on business model where advertisers pay and the social media companies earn. So the thing is like you might have heard about election scandals and like lots of these things. So all these things they show you that particular and selective advertisements and your mind is manipulated because you only see one side of the story. And आपको लगता है कि आपके फोन में सारी दुनिया है लेकिन वो आपको वही दिखा रहे होते हैं जो आपको वो दिखाना चाहते हैं. Okay, so when you search something, that's another thing. But what they show you और जो आपकी sponsored advertisements आती हैं, similarly आपको जो political messages आते हैं, lots of things. It's not only about consumerism or buying things, but it's also about your political opinion or your worldview, your social, you know, perspective. So all these things, they are all influenced by the social media. So I think that's it for this discussion. So it was just like a like warning that I wanted to share with you that if you want to, don't be manipulated. You can switch to other platforms. I'm also planning to switch to Signal, so you guys can think of alternatives as well. Otherwise, you can minimize the data sharing on WhatsApp, and then you can still use it. Okay, if anyone has any comments, anyone would want to say something related to this, or we should move forward. Okay, that's great. No more privacy. Facebook can display your data anytime, anywhere. Every data app that is connected to Facebook or WhatsApp data will be shared. Okay. But ma'am, last time I have purchased bag so different of a pic. Okay. I could read your chat now, like so many people have responded. Okay, so that's it for this discussion. Uh, Today we would be doing. Let's some brainstorming, and then we would move to the exercises from the book. Okay, so I hope all of you are ready. You can unmute yourself because we are going to have a collective brainstorming session. Okay, so I want all of you to respond. You can choose to write your responses or you can speak as well. So let's begin. Okay, so the topic we would be talking about is depression. So, first of all, what is depression? Like, all of you can respond, you can speak, or you can write in the chat. What's depression? Anxiety, no emotion, mental disorder. Okay, feeling anxiety, overthinking, it's a ill state of mind, is a mood disorder. Okay, okay, what do you think are some causes of depression and why there is sudden rise in the number of people cases and why this generation feels more depressed? Common and serious medical illness that negatively affects how you feel and how you think. People who are in depression, he feels so lonely. Depression and anxiety disorders are different, but people with depression often experience symptoms similar to those of anxiety disorders, such as nervousness, irritability, problems of sleeping and concentrating. Okay, psychological disorder. It's a feeling of sadness and anger, overthinking. Okay, very good. So we all seems like all of us are aware of the term what is depression. Why do you think depression occurs? What are some causes? Depression is a mood disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest, also called major depressive disorder or clinical depression. It affects how you feel, think, behave, and one can variety of emotions and physical problems. आप लोग खुद से लिख रहे हैं यहाँ वर्ड गूगल से कॉपी पेस्ट कर रहे हैं इतनी जल्दी जल्दी इतना अच्छा अच्छा लिख रहे हैं A mood emotional state that is marked by feelings of low self-worth or guilt and reduced ability to enjoy life. Okay, very good. Depression, kill happiness, overthinking. There are so many reasons, such as okay, so here are some reasons highlighted by Frieza. So here are some reasons we can say it's overthinking, family problems, financial problems, breakups, and what's this? Okay, what are some other causes you think? Study, stress, poor nutrition. Okay, stress, poor nutrition, personal problems. Okay, mental health problem, negative thinking, conflict and loss. Okay, very good. Illness, negative thinking. What else? Negative thinking or overthinking. Okay. Loneliness, conflict. Okay, very good. There's so many things which cause depression. Poor parental care. Okay, what else? Stress hormones released in brain because of these reasons. Okay. So that's the cause highlighted, how it happens actually. Obesity, peer problems, deep thoughts. Mm, have I missed anything? Okay. Wasting more time. Okay, what do you think is the role of social media? Family problems, daily problems. Okay. No have money, man. I think feeling sad, personal problems. Okay, do you think social media triggers depression, anxiety? Okay, so most of you agree. How do you think it happens? Social media is a good thing, but our hands we are using it. Okay, social media inputs to us, more use. Okay, okay. When we excessively use social media, we try to compare our personal life with the life that we see on social media, and that's why it leads to overthinking at the end, and we compare people. Excessive use of social media can fuel anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues. Okay, we interact with people, and sometimes we are unable to interact with people, and hence we start overthinking. Okay, and we compare ourselves with that filtered life on that we come across on social media, and that could lead to depression. Going through so sad news on social media. Okay, very good. Because media constantly exposes us to all types of news, even sad news, also fake news. Okay, fake or bogus news. Yes, these news constantly create a violation, like violent image. Everything has positive and negative side. That's of course up to us how we use it. Sometimes it can be pleasure, and sometimes it can cause depression also. Okay, very good. Mostly in the day of lockdown. Okay, so lockdown has triggered depression in many people. Okay, exposed to crimes. Okay, we see like a negative picture of society on social media. It depends on the choice of person. Okay, what do you think is the role of our friends in depression? Like, do our friends causes depression sometimes? Do you think? Because some of you already talked about peer pressure and influence of uh, people around us. So, what do you think is the role of our friends? Okay, most of you agree, but would you define how? Friends are so much close to us. Okay. Social media is the basic cause that the generation's depression cause. Okay, try to avoid using cause two times in a one sentence. The excessive use of it, communication with different mindset of people. Okay, you're writing too quickly. Okay, we can't call social media depression because it makes good, good, bad, bad, and makes us dependent. Okay, it's a like different perspective. When they hurt you, they really cause depression. Okay, so we are hurt by friends, and then we are in depression. All right. So this is all about what is depression and what could be some causes of depression. Now let's talk about what could be some solutions of depression. So what can we do for ourselves when we feel depressed? What can we do for friends who are going through this, or what we can do to minimize like all the causes that we see and how it is affecting people? Stay positive. Okay, very good. But how can we stay positive? It would be great if you could highlight some mechanism or some techniques. How can we stay positive? Excess of expectations always hurt and cause problems. Okay, so we can not expect. Okay, I'm trying to find. Okay, here. Prey has suggested some techniques that we can use to cope depression that includes traveling, music, meditation. Okay, be positive, positive thinking, thinking about good self, express yourselves. Okay, along with therapy. For ourselves, we find more positive causes. Okay, we can work for positive causes and contribute to society as well, to divert our mind as well. Okay, what else? There's so many responses. Do what makes you happy. 5 times pray. Okay, very good. For others to counsel them. Okay, so many solutions are coming up. It's taking me some time. Meet close friends, worship Allah, try to notice good things. Okay, I'm just trying to copy paste so we can avoid time. Okay, just avoid negative things, just see positive things. We have to understand that, okay, exercise and fresh air. Volunteer in nature. Okay, very good. So many ideas are coming up. That's nice. All right. Can someone highlight what's the difference between a depressed person, and a person who is happy or who's not depressed? I'm asking you what do you like, what are some effects of depression, and what's the difference between a person who is depressed and other person who is not depressed or who is happy and positive? Depressed person is weak and not present mind. Okay, very good, Urvatuloksa. Happy person always have positive vibes towards everyone. Okay, what else? Okay, what are some effects of depression on oneself? Well, while one a person is going through depression, what are some changes they observe? Okay, Pere has written their mindset, their thoughts, their behavior gives us an image of their nature. Okay, very good. A person who is not depressed is hopeful. Okay, very good. A depressed person always sad and think negative. Ma'am, depressed person always give think negative. Depressed people seem sad and unhappy about their lives. Okay. Untreated depression increase the chance of risky behavior of drug and alcohol addiction. Very good. That's right. Feeling of sadness, cheerfulness, emptiness, hopefulness, frustration. over small things. Very good. Okay, why are boys not responding? Do we don't have them here? Okay, depressed have pessimistic mind and they approach pessimistically about everything. Okay, but that's a temporary mind state that they are going through at the moment. They feel psychologically alone. The degradation keeps them apart from everyone. Problems of work make it difficult to overcome serious illness. Okay. Happy person always concentrate on happiness, joy, and hope. Loss of interest in pleasure and favorable things. That's great. Okay, I'm really overwhelmed how you people are responding, and that's really, really great. All right, so that's it for this brainstorming. Now, what you have to do is people are still responding, and that's very good. I'll save this chat and read all your responses because they are very interesting ones. Okay, so that's it for this brainstorming. Now, what you have to do is, okay, हाँ मैं आप लोग को खुश करने के लिए तो आपकी तारीफ करती हूँ. Okay, so yes, now what you have to do is, now we talked about depression. Now we have all the what is depression. We know like through collective brainstorming. I didn't tell you anything. आप सब लोगों ने खुद ही डिस्कस करके ये डिसाइड किया है कि what is depression, what are some causes of depression, and then what are some effects of depression. Okay, so we talked about it. What are some what could be some effects of depression? Okay, and then we have what could we do to overcome or cope with depression. Okay, so we have causes, effects, and then solutions. You can take a screenshot of these all ideas. These are what is depression and what are some causes of depression, and then we have what could be some effects of depression. You can take a screenshot of this, and then we have certain solutions that how we can actually cope with depression. Okay, so now what you have to do is I want you to write. मैंने आप लोग को पहले कोई ऐसे दिया हुआ लिखने के लिए अभी? Okay, so you have to write a short essay on this topic, depression. It should be of 5 paragraphs. Okay, so the first paragraph should be introductory, and then there should be 3 body paragraphs and 1 concluding paragraph. A short essay, 5 paragraphs. ठीक है, तो पहला आपका जो पैराग्राफ होगा that would be introductory. उसमें आप लोग generally discuss करेंगे what is depression and why are we talking about depression. Okay, so maybe you can talk about some general idea that how there is like more people are suffering from it, and then it's an important topic to discuss and things like that. And then you can also portray the whole picture of your essay that you are going to discuss causes, effects, and solutions. So that would be your introductory paragraph, and then you have 3 body paragraphs. The first paragraph would talk about the causes of depression. Okay, so it's not necessary that you mention all of these causes that we talked about here. You can pick and choose like 3 to 4 or whatever you think is relevant to your point. तो आपने उस paragraph का जो आपका topic sentence होगा that would be the causes of depression. ठीक है, so you can begin your paragraph with there could be many causes of depression and so on. तो उसको आप किस तरह से भी creative बना के लिख सकते हैं. तो ठीक है, then your third paragraph would be talking about effects of depression. Again, the topic sentence, a thesis statement of that paragraph would be clear that you're going to talk about the effects of depression, and you can pick and choose any of the effects that we discussed here, or you can come across with anything that you want to include in there. That would be great. Okay, then your fourth paragraph would be talking about solutions, and you could pick and choose some of the solutions from here, or you can mention from your side, but that would be talking about solutions. And then finally, the last paragraph would be concluding paragraph, that you would actually begin with some concluding transition word. Okay, you can say like in summary, in conclusion, or to sum up all. तो आप इस तरह का कोई भी word pick करके आपने conclude करना है. And then in concluding paragraph, you would not add any new idea. You would rather just repeat whatever you have talked about and what conclusion have you reached. So that would be your concluding paragraph. So you have to write these 5 paragraphs short essay and send it to me on email. But please send it to me on the text, because you already sent the previous homework on text and that was really great and easy for me to check. तो आप लोग इस तरह से मुझे कर सकते हैं, ठीक है. एंड यू कैन डू इट बाय संडे. आप लोग नेक्स्ट वीक की क्लास से पहले पहले कर लें. संडे को या सैटरडे को आप कर लें, ताकि मैं आपको फीडबैक संडे तक दे दूं बिफोर द नेक्स्ट क्लास. दैट वुड बी ग्रेट. ठीक है. एंड डोंट
Okay.
फॉरगेट टू add some authentic argument or information. आप इंटरनेट से कोई रिसर्च रिपोर्ट पढ़ के आप उसमें कुछ फैक्ट्स लिख सकते हैं, कोई कोट लिख सकते हैं. You can talk about examples, like you can discuss an example of a famous personality who is suffering through depression and how they overcame it. जब आप solutions की बात करें तो आप किसी का example दे सकते हैं. तो just try to include more examples, and आपने सिर्फ ये नहीं लिखना कि ठीक है ये causes हैं. आपने कुछ examples facts देके अपने argument को substantiate भी करना है. I hope it's clear. मैंने आपको पूरा फॉर्मेट आपके ऐसे का बता दिया है.
No,
Actually,
ma'am.
Yes. Yes, someone was saying something. Aksa, what should I repeat? मैंने 2-3 बार सारी सेम बात बताई है अभी.